right, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Here. Councilmember Burkett?
Here.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Here.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Here.
Councilmember Dolan?
Here.
Councilmember Stanger?
Here.
Councilmember Quinn.
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the journal of the meeting of December 4th, 2012.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries. The journal is approved. We have no bid openings. Move on to communications.
Mr. Chair, there are no tax compromises this evening, so move on to zoning matters. Under zoning matters, item number 1, 6th District.
Receive, file, and the county councilor be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Moving on to road and bridge matters, item number 1, 6th District.
Receive, file, and the streets be accepted for maintenance as requested. And I have the same motion through item number 3.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries.
Moving on to other communications, item number 1, all districts.
Receive and file. Same motion for item number 2, and that will be the order.
Item number 3, all districts.
Receive, file, and the reappointment be confirmed as requested.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries.
Item number 4, all districts.
Receive and file, and that will be the order.
Item number 5, 5th District.
Receive, file, and the county councilor be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 6.
Receive and file, and that will be the order.
Item number 7, 5th District.
Receive and file.
So ordered.
Item number 8, 5th District.
Receive, file, and refer to the Department of Highways and Traffic, to the Department of Planning, and to the county councilor.
So ordered.
Item number 9.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. Same motion for item number 10, and that will be the order. Add-ons, please.
Item number 1.
Receive and file, and that will be the order.
Item number 2, 1st and 4th Districts.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and that will be the order.
Item number 3, all districts.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and that will be the order.
Item number 4, 5th District.
Receive and file, and the county councilor be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and the same motion for item number 5.
So ordered.
Item number 6, all districts.
Receive, file, and refer to the county auditor, and that will be the order.
Item number 7, 7th District.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 8, 5th District.
Receive, file, and the county councilor be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 9, 7th District.
Same motion.
So ordered. County Executive?
Mr. Chairman, I got a couple of things, items on the report this afternoon. First of all, in the year 2014, we have a air show. It'll be the 50th anniversary for the Spirit Airport in St. Louis County, and we'll have the Blue Angels. So that should be a very, very exciting thing for us in 2014. It'll be a great show being made in May 3rd and 4th. It'll be 2 days, and that should be very, very exciting. We haven't had an air show in a very long time. Display some of the great products that the St. Louis region produce, which is airplanes, no question about it, and so we look forward to that. Secondly, I had the opportunity to visit China last week. It was a very successful week. We had a memorandum of understanding with the World Trade Center, with their World Trade Center. Had a lot of great contacts with Peabody and Monsanto and Emerson. So with our small businesses and mid-sized businesses. So it was a great success. I attended 3 different cities, Shanghai, Beijing, and Beijing. And so it was just very grueling, but worthwhile. So I had a great time, a lot of work involved. I still haven't got my feet back under me yet. There's a 16-hour time frame difference, but I should be asleep right now, okay? But anyway, that being said, it was a good trip, and again, I'm not looking forward to going to it anytime soon. That's a 14-hour flight just going one way to China. That's a long flight, so it was a good flight. We enjoyed it.
You actually had your county council meeting yesterday.
Yes, I did. I like that thought. I thought, why are we here? Okay, good thought. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to public forum, we have quite a few speakers, and we will limit it to, as last time we had a bunch of speakers, 1 minute, and Jen will let you know when your 1 minute is up. So I will read your name, and then the next person thereafter, so you can be ready to speak. So I'm going to start with Nancy Mueller and then Eva Brenner.
Council members, my name is Nancy Mueller, and I'm a resident of St. Louis County. I'm happy that you are here tonight so that you can hear our concerns against a proposed Go Ape zipline course in Greensfelder County Park. A zipline has very little public benefit and is inappropriate for this park. So far, we have over 500 signatures in opposition to this. This foreign-based company is profiteering on our public land to make tremendous revenues and using our land for free. Our Parks Department is subsidizing via a no-cost lease 10 acres of land plus a visitor center to a commercial for-profit company. Next will be concession stands selling T-shirts, and what will be next for the parks? Would we have go-kart racing, Ferris wheels, water parks, a circus? How many businesses can use property without paying lease fees or buying any land or buildings? What a good deal we are giving them. I ask that you do your homework and research this company. This is a foreign British-based company out of Suffolk, England. It has an office in Maryland and is registered in Delaware, which is a known tax haven. Essentially, they would not be paying any Missouri income taxes on their revenues.
Harry, your minute's up.
It's up? Okay. Thank you very much, council members.
Thank you. Eva Brenner and then Cindy Cooper.
Yeah, usually you allow 2 minutes, and that's what I have. And I don't think it's fair that you cut us off. This
Well,
is important, we've
We had
planned for this for
93
weeks.
speakers the other day, and I went with 1 meeting, 1
That was
minute.
2 minutes each with 92 speakers.
It was 1 minute, ma'am.
I represent a lot of people on Allenton Road and in Wildwood. We have over 500 signatures so far on the petition, and I'm here to say no to Greensfelder Park. It's totally an inappropriate site. If you'd seen the site, you would know that. Narrow, windy country roads without shoulders, blind curves, one after the other, already crowded with people on bicycles, horse trailers that cross over the center line, and you want to add 20,000 more people and 10,000 more cars in a 6-month period of time. This is crazy. This is lawsuits. So there's a lot to say here, sir. This will create traffic mania and chaos. You're going to have to hire extra police in order to control the crowds. So the $50,000 you make
1 minute,
as a
Mr. Chair.
kickback, I'm sorry? The $50,000 you make in revenue, you're going to have to put right back into police and other services. You have not done diligence. If you would do diligence, you'd do traffic impact studies on Allenton Road, Melrose, Highway 100 turning into Melrose, which is dangerous right now, and they would tell you, you cannot do this. And when you get sued and you haven't done diligence without impact studies on the roads, you will have nothing to cover yourselves.
Thank
And
you,
this-
Eva. Thank you.
This is an outrage, sir. We've done a lot of planning. This is a major issue.
Thank
And
you.
I want to complete my notes and my
Ma'am.
information.
I said,
But I would appreciate being able to speak. We came all the way down here from Wildwood, and I have more information.
you're taking up other people's time. Thank you.
This is an outrage. I hope the newspapers get it.
Cindy Cooper and Adolphus Pruitt.
Hi, my name's Cindy Cooper. I'm a resident of St. Louis County, and you're going to hear other points from other people, but the point that I'd like to make, we heard an announcement today in the newspaper that the county may not be considering this particular location in Greensfelder, and I'd just like to add my thoughts to why I think that would be a good decision. I understand why the county is interested in this Go Ape Challenge course. It sounds like a fun, cool thing to do. I understand that they're looking for additional revenue sources. Everybody is. It's a tough time. But I oppose the location in Greensfelder Park, and I oppose this particular location at the confluence of some major trails where horses and bikes come together, and we're going to add a couple hundred additional people. And what I'd like to say about this location, why this spot? Why within spitting distance of the equestrian parking lot and campground? We keep hearing that Go Ape needs a building. They need a restroom. They need this exact terrain. They need our trees.
It's 1 minute, Mr.
On
Chair.
November 17th, Mike Fledd told us that he's the one who chose this particular location. But if you look at the Go Ape website, they make it very clear that they're not asking for resources from our parks and that they're willing to do any capital improvements that are required. And I would ask you, first of all, not to put this in Greensfelder, not to choose this location, and if you choose to move ahead with this, please consider a much better suited location than this particular equestrian jewel park. And I have lots more to say, and I hope we'll be back and have a chance to say it to you again. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you, Cindy. Adolphus Pruitt and then Robert Hoffman.
For the record, I'm here in my capacity as Economic Empowerment Director for the state of Missouri and the ACP. Unfortunately, I'm speaking about this Bill 289, and in actuality, it comes at a period in which we've had some very good conversations and made some strides in dealing with the issue of minority contracting. You know, there's a lot of things going on, so the timing of this bill is really bad. It's going to start a discourse that we seem to be having a cap on and moving things logically in the way they need to be. But let's just move away from the racial side of it and just let me ask the council one question. I was reading this. So if I was born and raised in the county, educated in the county, went to school, got some money, started me a business in the county,
That's 1 minute, Mr. Chair.
registered that business in the county, you gave me a permit and a license, lived in the county, paid taxes in the county, contribute to everything and every way the county asked me to do as a citizen. The fact that I might not be a union contractor excludes me from doing business with the one entity that created me, nurtured me, and allowed me to operate a business here. I think this bill does that. I think it hurts a county resident who was born here, raised here, did everything he's supposed to do. And the fact that he's not tied to some union apprenticeship program, he's precluded from doing business with the one entity that he's been doing business with all this time. The bill is flawed. We need to take another look at it, and it's a bad timing.
Thank you, Adolphus. Robert Hoffman and Kelly Jones.
Hi, Robert Hoffman. I'm a resident of St. Louis County. I'm also owner of Hoffman Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, and I am on the board of directors of the Air Conditioning Contractors Association. I have my professional engineer's license and been in the HVAC business for 24 years. I'm here to speak in opposition to Bill 289. 12 years ago, St. Louis County passed an unfair law that resulted in litigation, resulted in council members losing their seats, and this law that's being proposed today is very similar to that law. And the same kind of unfairness. Now, it's not unfair to me. I'm a larger contractor. I can meet the requirements of this bill. I'm here for the small guy. It's the small guy and the minorities that get stuck on this bill. It's unfair to them. So I could, as the previous speaker said, St. Louis County, I can have a St. Louis County license, so I can go to Rankin or Vatterott, I can get a degree. I can work my 4 to 5 years apprenticeship program as required by the county. Then I take the county test and I pass the county test. And then I get my bond and I get my insurance and I'm all prepared to work for St. Louis County. And St. Louis County says, nope, read Bill 289, you can't work. Here, something's wrong with that. You need to vote against this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Robert, I just want to make one comment, and we're not going to go back and forth here. We've always had good rapport back and forth, and, you came to me about 3 years ago about doing the residential license, and you said, And I know what you went through with the mechanical code, and you said, you know, this really makes a better mechanic and out there, and you asked me, and because I wasn't gonna do anything with mechanical code, if we could change it for residential, because you thought it serviced the needs of the community, that you're getting a good mechanic out of there. I just want to clarify, is that not true?
It's true, but this is different than that.
Okay,
That doesn't require a Department of Labor apprenticeship program, this does.
okay,
It's different.
all right, thanks, Robert. Where we at? Kelly Jones and then Wally Musa.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Jones, and I work for the Air Conditioning Contractors of America, St. Louis. It's a trade association made up of union and non-union mechanical contractors working within the indoor air quality industry. So tonight, I ask you to vote no on Ordinance 289, Substitute Bill Number 1. My point this evening is to help you understand that by requiring a contractor to have not only a Department of Labor program for each trade, but a registered apprentice in each trade would be an additional cost to some contractors, a cost they would otherwise not assume. It is not unheard of for St. Louis County approved contractors to hire St. Louis County mechanical licensed journeymen only and choose not to have apprentices. These same county approved contractors can and should be allowed to work competitively bid on any St. Louis County funded project without having to restructure their company. Why wouldn't you want to support all small business in St. Louis County? All of St. Louis County has put you in your council position to ensure equal opportunity to get the chance to work, and that's all we're asking. Please do your jobs and give everyone else a chance to do theirs. Vote no on Ordinance 289. Thank you.
Wally Musa and then Philip Persons.
Good evening. My name is Wale. I'm with the Missouri NAACP and the St. Louis branch of the NAACP. And most people that know me know that I'm a strong supporter of labor unions and labor organizations. In fact, I worked for 7 years for one of them. But I've seen in Board Bill 289 a major and adverse and disparate impact, not just on small businesses in St. Louis County, but also on businesses in the region that do business in St. Louis County, because there are lots and lots of St. Louis County businesses that do business in the city of St. Louis, in other parts of the region. I think the bill has some, what I would call, good intentions, but it's terribly flawed in the way it is constructed. I think the threshold of $25,000, that every contract that is above $25,000 imposes such a huge negative impact. And I would like to suggest that you table this bill and have some more community input. Thank you.
Wally, one quick, you and I go back some years.
Yes.
We've worked together to help out minority participation, minority contractors, and in no way does this affect what County Executive Charlie Dooley has put in place over the years with minority participation. That will not affect any of the 20% minority participation, 5% WBE and MBE. This will not.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because you and I go way back
Yes.
to many, many years.
Yes.
And we have fought on the same battles, and the same thing with the chief executive. Just that when we look at this particular bill, we think that there needs to be some more discussion, basically, in order to assure that it doesn't have what we call a restriction of trade impact on a lot of other businesses, because it appears to be a little bit restrictive. And I think there needs to be more discussion on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wally.